y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So you already know by the title, this is Double Shot at Love, and in this video we're going to talk about Nikki and Pauly. But before we get in, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, you comment, please comment, this is an interaction, and of course you subscribe. Don't forget to do that right now. Alright, so let's get in. Gosh, like, where do we start? You know what I mean? Okay, let's just talk about how this, like, came about. People are saying, like, I don't know if, like, I think Pauly said that this is, like, a production offer to him and Vinny, but, like, let's be real. Is it actually Pauly's idea? Just like they kind of like what they said at the end in the finale, when like Pauly was like, yo, next time you want to invite your exes, leave me the fuck out of it, right? And then Vinny was like, nah bro, this was your idea. Like, what is it? Like, the show's so confusing when it comes to, is this scripted, is this not scripted, is this how it really went down, or is it what the cast members say? Are those really Darian's friends, or is it not? Like, there's so much confusion with this show. It's like stressful. But anyways, if you guys know, comment that. If you're confused about that too, comment that also, so I know I'm not the only one. Cause like, what the heck? But yeah. So I mean, I would prefer to be like Pauly's idea, because of Nikki. I mean, even she said in her confessional, when her and Maria were talking with her face mask, she was like, oh, Maria, like, she's saying it's this and that, but like, I'm just like, I know Pauly, so like, I don't, like, what is it? Was this MTV's idea? Was this Pauly's way of finding closure with Nikki and possibly getting back together with her? He talks about he just wants to be friends. He wants to be friends with her. I'm just like, oh, like, do y'all believe that? Because I don't. Every time, like when he says that in the beginning of the episode, I'm just like, no, you don't. Like, you cannot just be friends with her. Like, come on, dude. Like, you be stupid. Like, what do you talk? You like, he's like, I'm hoping we could at least be friends, and I'm just like, friends on how? By talking and then that's it? It's just like how he is with all the rest of the girls? Because I doubt it. But I don't know. Pauly knows Pauly, so yeah. Like, what was, if it was Pauly's idea, what was his intention? What is it, what actually Nikki said? Or was it for just him and the rest of the cast to routine? Like, what was his purpose if it was his idea? And then MTV or like Sally Ann was just like, okay, cool, I think that would be lit. Yeah, so then Nikki comes in. So people are saying like Maria calling Nikki to come over was like scripted, like MTV must have told Maria to, and Nikki already knew about it. They reached out to her again for the second season, blah blah blah. If that's true, that these people are great actors, no? Like, what? I just it's wild. And then like Pauly, he knew that Maria and Nikki were close ish. We know for sure, like, when they were, I guess, dating or whatever after the show, he knew her and Elise were close. They lived together, and she texted him Elise's number for Vinny. But Maria, I didn't know. Like, Pauly knew that they were close. It must have been like, I feel like he didn't know that because of Nikki. He knew that because of the whole season 2 coming about, so they could come up with Maria calling Nikki. Y'all know what I mean? Like, how did he even know they were close? You know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah, Maria calls Nikki. Nikki's like, oh my god, I don't know, like, bitch, you're coming. So she comes. Brandon was like, oh, she's hot. Honestly, I was hoping he would flirt with her. So, like, you know, stir, like, see, like, how Pauly would react to that, you know what I mean? Like, I wish he did that, because he just said she's hot, and then it was, that was it. Like, even at the pool party, he was all over Maria. And I'm just like, but he said Nikki's hot, but he's all over Maria. Like, why didn't you just say Maria's hot if you're gonna be touching her at the pool party, not Nikki? Like, and if Nikki's so hot, why he get so, like, why he, like, got a little hostile with Nikki at the pool party? Like, you expect her to, like acknowledge you? You expect a girl you find attractive to acknowledge you when you come at her like that? Like, I don't, like, did someone tell him to say that? Like, I'm just confused. Like, for me, like, if I feel that way, I'm not gonna act like that, especially with somebody else. Like, that doesn't make sense. In front of that person too. Like, no, what? I'm trying to impress that person, not their friend. It's just weird. Like, okay, whatever. Nikki comes in. Okay, she ignores him, bro. Like, honestly, I would react probably the exact same way Nikki react, ignoring him. But I also feel like she had, like, I feel like, I'm not saying what ignoring him was right. I'm just trying to say, like, it made sense. Like, okay, let's just talk about, okay, it made sense because, like, I just feel like, what was for her to say? Hi? And even if she said hi, like, okay, she says hi to him, whatever. Like, what next? Like, she's just supposed to be like, how you doing? And start a conversation with him, like, as if nothing ever happened, and her feelings are, like, just not valid. Like, no, like, that doesn't make sense. Like, y'all, I don't understand how some people could expect her to just, like, act like nothing ever happened. Yeah, she's ignoring him. Okay. Like, she could not speak to him. She could barely look him in his face. Listen, honey, if you could barely look at someone in their face, you could barely say hi to them. That's just how it is. Like, y'all have to understand that. It's not her, like, being, like, stubborn at all. Like, when you're hurt, you're hurt. Somebody hurts you, it's just, they hurt you, you know? The only way to be able to, like, move on with that person is if you don't care anymore. And she's literally said, like, she would have been like, hey man, I'm in your suite. But no, she says she's not out, she didn't fall out in love with him, therefore she's still hurt. It's different. It's different when you don't care, people. But in that case, she still cared about what he did to her. She still cared about him, which is why she had a normal human reaction, was to ignore him. Like, love makes you do things, you know, you don't know why you're doing it, and you sometimes you can't even explain it. She could even explain it to B Lashes, like, I mean, not to be, like, in that confessional, she was crying to B Lashes. She could even explain, like, she just can't, like, let him in. It completely makes sense. Like, it's really, this, honestly, it's really not her fault. Only people who've been through, like, been hurt by somebody that they still love and care about would understand where, like, she's coming from when she says she can't let him in. She doesn't want to hear him out for her sanity. It makes so much sense, y'all. Get hurt by somebody you love and care, then you understand. Yeah, honestly, the whole time I was just like, Pauly needs to go, like, pull her aside and apologize, like, when they did it, like, with Vinny, Maria, like, that was so high school. I don't know if they did that because of the show. They were just like, I want to do this outside the cameras, but since we're filming, why not just do it for fun? You know, I'm pretty sure the viewers will think it's funny anyways, and it's entertaining for us. So let's just let's just swap girls and like talk to them for the sake of the show. I hope it's that. If not, we're a bit immature for that. But yeah, that was wild. That was mature. Like, you really thought that would work? Like, coming from Nikki? No, I feel like what Pauly should have done was pull her aside and apologize. The closest thing he did was knock on her door. He came inside her bed. He talked to her a little, but I mean, that was not the time. It's okay, so they go to the strip club. He has a strip on his lap. I'm just like, like, it didn't seem like Nikki's like reaction to that would matter at all. Whether they're together or not doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't know she still has feelings for him. Oh, he does. Whatever, which one it is. The fact that he like let that happen in front of Nikki, like, without like a concern, like if she would get a reaction, she would react, or she wouldn't. Like, it didn't seem like he would expect her to have a reaction or not at all. He just wasn't, like, she wasn't there. Like, I was like, wow, okay. So that happens. Then you coming on his lap. I'm like, yes, girl. Like, yes. Like, yes. He'd even look scared as she was walking up to him. I was like, really? Wow, okay. Like, why else? Out of all people, she's walking up to him with a stripper on his lap, and that doesn't like surprise him or make him like, doesn't scare him in any way. Nothing. But I feel like he should have just pulled her aside way sooner. All those episodes of us waiting was just a waste of our time. He should have just simply pulled her aside and be like, yo, listen, like, I'm sorry. I do love and still care about you. I wasn't thinking at the time. I was mad. And I hope we can move forward for this. But like, I don't understand. I don't know. He's so